During this past weekend on Saturday, a family based in Columbus, Mississippi, Mr. Jeremy Brown and Mrs. Kadejah Brown got into an altercation on Facebook live video, and allegedly the wife shot the husband and he died. First of all, prayers to the family, all those that are going to be impacted by this sad event. Prayers to the family of Jeremy, prayers to the children who are going to live with this sad event for the rest of their life, and also even prayers to the family of Kadejah as well, because they've all lost in this incident. Now, I'm going to play the video, and there's some things that when I was watching the video, I picked up on, and I want to share these things so we can all learn from this. So this is the live stream video. If you go to Kadejah's page, the live stream video, this is Kadejah's page on Facebook. The live stream video has been removed. It's no longer there. All right. But let's watch it here. This is an 8 minutes version of it. So let's watch the video.
You know, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama.
All right, so from here you can tell this. So this live stream video was on Saturday. So according to just going by the facts in the video, all right, Kadejah was saying that Jeremy left around 6 a.m. to go be with his mother. All right. I mean, for me though, 6 a.m. To leave your family, that I don't think every wife is going to be happy about it. All right, because Saturday is a family day. You're home, the children are home, so there's an expectation. Spend time with the family. So obviously, it appears that she wasn't happy about that.
Why is there got to be a question about do I need to cook?
So we hear the lady speaking in the background, and it appears to be Kadejah's mother, and it looks like she was making breakfast, or she was trying to make breakfast for the kids.
For the kids. Why is there a question?
He don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty, but where is his loyalty at?
So Kadejah is questioning.
He want to talk about me, what I am not doing. He want to talk about.
So over here, Kadejah is questioning Jeremy's loyalty, because it appears to be that Jeremy is talking about her loyalty, and she is saying, why should you talk about my loyalty when you are not being loyal?
Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't even come here and cook for the kids.
He got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, well he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he got to go pick up his buddy from his job, Law.
Well, he need to tell Law he need to get his mama car and go to work.
So it looks like Jeremy wanted to get his stuff to leave the house, but then Kadejah is saying that, at least make food, make breakfast for the children, which for me it's reasonable. It makes sense. Both of you are parents, so if she's asking for you to make something for the children to eat on a Saturday, I don't think it's out of the line. I don't think she's being bossy, or she's going out of the line.
Brother-in-law take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
But then,
nobody, helping nobody,
but he can't put gas in both cars.
That's what I'm saying. If Law ain't getting him no gas money to go to work, talking about people got stuff. Okay, he wanna put it like that? Oh, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over.
So it appears to be that Jeremy was getting ready to leave, and Kadejah didn't want him to leave.
trying to get
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is a sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. Give me my phone, bro.
So over here, so this is where the altercation started. When she started, she wanted to snatch the phone, and I think here she was trying to interrupt the conversation to see who he's talking to. All right. And I'll point out some things on Kadejah's page as well. I think this incident might have been happening days prior. There were some things that led to this, but this is just, the height of the moment that, things just got out of hand. All right. So this is when it started.
Conversation you want to have?
What's the conversation?
Get out my
He said,
phone.
what's the
Don't touch
conversation?
me. Don't touch me. I'll call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation?
So Jeremy was saying, "Don't touch me. I'm going to call the police." And Kadejah wanted to, wanted to talk to him. I mean, when I look at this, I just see a woman that is hurt. I see a woman that is trying to get an attention from the husband so they can talk. That's all that I see here.
Get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
I'm finna send that. Don't get you touch me, please. Get on me.
Ain't nobody touching you.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
No
bro.
time, nobody over here.
Oh,
What
baby,
is the
tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the conversation?
So one thing is that you can easily you keep hearing the mother talking in the back, and this when Jeremy made a reference to the lady talking in the back that tell your daughter to keep her hands off me. So obviously we can tell in the video that the woman speaking in the background happens to be Kadejah's mother. I believe she could have calmed things down and helped things to take a different turn.
You the one slap me. You the one slap me. Hit me now. Hit me now.
So over here, it might have been just based on, the facts here that they may probably have gotten into a physical altercation, maybe moments prior or days prior or moments ago. All right. So that is when probably Jeremy wanted to leave because he didn't want it to escalate. But of course, in a marriage, things are always not perfect, and especially in a situation where there is, infidelity, that can sometimes impact, the spouse's emotions as well. And when that emotion is not controlled, it can really get out of hand.
What's up, man?
I'm still asking, what is the conversation?
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my...
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here and pee, man.
You see, I think what Kadejah was trying to avoid over here, Kadejah was saying that he is leaving the house to go be with his mother. All right. So I think Kadejah was trying to stop him from going to his mother to talk about their family. All right. I could be wrong. It's just based on my understanding and what I see over here. All right. So I think Kadejah's intention was to stop him so he doesn't go out talking about their marriage. And this is the image of the mother-in-law. It appears to be that she's making breakfast for the children.
Argue at all.
Ain't nobody
I'm going to take my car key off.
So over here, she said she's going to take her car key out. All right.
Stop. What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation? What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on.
What's the conversation?
So this is when the whole thing, went to another level. She put the phone down and now got into his face and was trying to engage him physically to talk. What I see here is a woman that is just trying to get her husband's attention, trying to prevent him from doing what he wants to do. Again, I'm not saying that what she did is right. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just watching this video and just objectively picking up some clues from the video.
Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
understand.
So the mother-in-law, Kadejah's mom, was saying that they always talk about her like she doesn't do anything for the family, but she does what she can for the family, right?
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem.
So she said, don't keep putting me in situations that is not my problem. Over here, she didn't want to be part of this drama. Obviously, it makes sense. This husband and wife having their own issue, and she didn't want to be pulled into it, all right? So she's saying, don't put me in situations that, makes me feel awkward. And I think it's right for every mother-in-law to feel and be able to say that.
This is your family. You supposed to be here. Yeah, I've been taking care of
He ain't
these
straight.
kids.
No,
You're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
He wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands up.
So this is what I was saying, that Kadejah, all that Kadejah was trying to do is prevent him from going out, because Kadejah felt that he's going out to talk to everyone about, their problem, the issues they having. And I think Kadejah didn't want that, all right? So you can hear she said she want to go out, talk to everyone about his family.
Touch me again.
Touch you.
Say, don't touch me, I'll touch you.
We'll make it easy. Send it on here. I'm gonna do it just like that. Send it on here.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
You need to stop.
Send it on here.
So this is when, from this side, we don't see it. I think this is when it became physical. Okay, now I'm going to point out, this is very sensitive, all right? So again, if you can watch or listen, please, you can skip through this section, all right? Again, I warn you, this is very sensitive, all right? So I warn you. So he keeps saying, don't touch me again. The mother-in-law is saying, stop, stop. So you can tell in the video that Kadejah was being the aggressor, all right?
Ain't nobody finna do nothing.
Open the car. Don't worry about it. Touch me. Touch me.
Stop. Yeah.
Touch me.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah, bitch. Stop. Stop. I'm not over here for this.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands
I
on
kill
me,
your
bro.
ass nice, bitch. Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so
Stop.
man. That right, lose my shoes on me.
Oh, you ain't getting that. Everything in the top belong to me.
Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this.
So you can hear the mother-in-law trying to separate the fight, telling them to stop. They are going to have to sit down and all of that.
I wonder why the kids.
So this is when it happened. She went for the gun, and we hear the sound of the gunshot.
I wonder why the kids.
So they had a gunshot, and now they're all screaming. It's sad. This is sad. You can hear, and in this side, you can also hear the children, right? So the children were at home. The children heard what was going on. So this, you can hear this, a child crying in the background. See, the mother-in-law is crying. See, the girl, this appears to be the girl crying, saying, I want my daddy. And from this voice, this will probably be Kadejah's voice, and she is shouting, how? She is surprised from this, from what happened. I don't think she knew that the gun was loaded. I don't think she knew that the gun was loaded. She is shocked and she's surprised. See, so here she's yelling for him, Jeremy, I did not want to shoot. And again, I can't really figure out exactly word for word, but trying to make out my own from what I can hear. You see, she's yelling Jeremy, and it's too late. The last thing from the video is that I'm sorry, baby. And for me, my thing is, I really don't get it why people have guns at home. Again, maybe that's something you can educate me on it. I don't know the reason why. But if there is a reason, please drop in your comment. I would like to learn, but I really don't get it why we should have such tools at home that can cause destruction. Look, because in a marriage, things happen. You offend each other. You do the worst, the unimaginable, the things that you would never take. It happens, whether the husband doing it or the wife doing it. There are things that happens in a marriage, all right? No marriage is perfect, again. So, and some of these things can be emotional, where if care is not taken and cautions and precautionary steps are not taken, things can easily escalate and it will get out of hand like it did in this case particularly. So I really don't get it why folks keep gun at home. What if the gun wasn't at home, right? What if the gun wasn't at home? She probably maybe would have taken a shoe and hit him with it. It could have been anything else that would not have resulted in the loss of a life. So I personally don't get the reason why people choose to keep gun at home, especially when you have children, And also this can happen to anybody, all right? This can happen to anyone. So those of us that are judging, she did it and all of that, I think let's hold it a little bit, all right? Because if some of us would have been put in that situation, we'll probably do the worst. And I repeat, if some of us, or those of you that are pointing fingers and, judging, and again, I'm not making excuses. Wrong is wrong. She shouldn't have pulled the trigger, all right? So I know that is going to go through the law, and the law will deal with it. If she's found guilty, definitely she has to deal with the consequences of her actions. But I will say that this can happen to any of us. So the lesson that we should all learn is, in the heat of the moment, when you are emotionally out of control, how do you react and how do you respond to your emotions? There are some of us that we don't know how to react. There are some of us that, when we get upset, we behave anyhow and we do things anyhow. And maybe this is a time that we can all reflect and watch our actions, all right? how we respond when we are not happy, how we relate to our fellow human beings when they step on us. I mean, I don't think this should have ended in a loss of life. If you look at this, they wanted him to make breakfast. All right, she wanted him to make breakfast for the children on Saturday morning. This is just breakfast. All right, and it ended up with a loss of a life. All right, something as little as that. So let's be patient with each other. Let's be compassionate with each other, and most importantly, in the heat of the moment, during an altercation, if you realize that is going to be destructive, leave. Be respectful. Check yourself. If you realize that you are going to behave out of the normal, if you're in a place where you don't think you're going to behave well, then probably you should leave. Excuse yourself for a moment. Leave the environment. Take a break. Listen, it's not the end of the world. This issue will come and it will go. There'll be another issue. So why should we allow one issue to destroy and ruin our life, the beautiful family and the livelihood that we've built? All right, so this is a lesson for us. So when things happen in a marriage, let's all take it easy, all right? Because, again, no marriage is perfect. I am not perfect. He's not perfect. She's not perfect. So definitely there are things that she probably also might have done to him in a process which had caused him to wanting to leave the house that morning. And so let's just be patient. Let's be compassionate. And most importantly, if you realize that the incident is going to cause you to behave out of the normal, or you're not going to behave well, please and please leave. Leave that environment. It doesn't mean you're going to leave your family. It doesn't mean you're going to file for divorce. But maybe you can separate for a moment. So things can come down. When things come down and people are no longer reacting or acting based on emotions, then you can talk through things. I don't think this is the first time they've had an altercation. I don't think this is the first time they've had such an issue. I think they've had several issues, as in every marriage, and they've been able to talk through it. I believe they would have been able to talk through this to find an amicable solution, all right? But again, in the heat of the moment, it all boils down to in the heat of the moment. What do we all do in the heat of the moment? Sometimes we just need to be patient. We just need to calm down. We just need to be able to take it easy. It's not going to be the end of the world, all right? It's rather unfortunate. I mean, I can't hold my tears watching that video, hearing the tears of the kids in the background. It's really heartbreaking, and I don't wish my worst enemy will go through this. I never wish this on my worst enemy. So let's pray for this family. Let's pray for everyone that is involved. But most importantly, what do you learn from this?